I think the cycling culture in France really started developing not so many years ago when Vélib was introduced in Paris. This was a major change in terms of green mobility in the city, in terms of ease of traveling through different means of transport. It was such a success that many other cities in France have developed it. And it just empowered people and women, I would say, in particular, because they're the ones who were most often in buses or who were most often in public transport. And they ended up being independent, being able to travel when they needed, where they wanted, and be able also to perhaps be more included in economic life. And also many of them took it as a sport. The Tour de France, which is the most famous cycling event in France and has been existing for over a century, actually 118 years, it's been a male-only sports event for so many years. And now there are thoughts of opening it to women as participants or having a separate women's Tour de France, which shows that mentalities are changing and women are more empowered as participants. When I was living in Brussels, I remember once going across the large park that was next to my home, and there was a very moving scene there. There was a group of refugee women who were taught how to cycle. And I just remember with so much emotion the sheer joy of their being there cycling together. And it was so clear that they were first learning a new skill, then knowing that that would empower them and make their mobility easier, make them more independent, and then make them be in the public space in a different way. So it's a very strong image for them of that moment of joy, of happiness, and of hope also for their future and their integration. This year, as you know, Mexico and then France will be hosting the Generation Equality Forum. I think that cycling and women taking to cycling for leisure, for green mobility, for sport is a very important part of their empowerment. It's also a very important element in changing the future of cities, making them more sustainable cities with more sustainable mobilities, with women's space in society and in the public space being taken more into account. So I would put it in the framework of that Generation Equality Forum, women empowerment, women in public life, and what is their role and how they can change our future into a more sustainable future.